Welcome back to the channel. We have so much ginormous news to talk about. By the end of this video, you'll be filled in on everything, such as Roblox banning certain usernames for being made from this point forward. People are kind of mad at some star creators and developers for getting special usernames or something. There's a new update that Roblox is releasing that might maybe end badly. And let's just get into the first story, which just happens to be this insanely tiny story because Lucas tweeted out this. New Roblox item, the Crimson Firecracker Snake. It is currently on sale for 140 Robux. And taking a look at this picture, it's very confusing because, like, why even release this item? What does this have to do with anything?
A few inches later.
Okay, so after doing some Googling, apparently there is some meaning behind this item, and it's apparently for, I think, Chinese New Year or something, something like that. Because every year, Roblox will release an animal item that is for New Year's, I guess. Because I think it's like Lunar New Year or something, or Chinese New Year, where they will have like a certain animal for each year. And I guess this year is a snake, which is interesting. Now, the reason this is so confusing to me, though, is because usually these New Year's like animal items kind of have like a cohesive style, like they're red and yellow, plus they have like the year date sometimes. And this one's literally just like a dynamite snake. Like, I feel like that's not, I don't know. I feel like this has to just be like an old item that Roblox repurposed. There's no way they made this specifically for the Lunar New Year or whatever it's for. But yeah, I guess there is a purpose for this item, but it's also 140 Robux, which is kind of crazy. Usually, the Lunar New Year items are actually just completely free for anyone to get. But I guess they made this one almost $2 worth for some reason. Is this maybe the price floor right now for back accessories? I'm not sure. Let me check. I don't even think it is. It says back accessories right now are supposed to be 135 Robux. So it's 5 Robux more than the price floor. Oh my gosh, Roblox. Why even do that, dude? What the heck? But either way, that's the new item. I don't know. I guess it's fine. I didn't know it had a purpose until just now, so that's interesting. But now we can move on to the next story, which is a bit more important, okay? And it's basically this tweet that I saw from Simon Blocks. If you don't know who Simon Blocks is, he made Sharkbite and like a bunch of other things, and also he is known for being like one of the top collectors of Roblox items, like in general. Like he is really high up there in the collecting sphere. I mean, I think he even has like an iPad, one of those iPad thingies named after him, which is pretty crazy. But either way, he sent out a tweet yesterday that was kind of interesting because he said, after 15 years of collecting items, my inventory is now so large that the avatar editor fails to load all of my items, and the only way for me to equip some of my hats is by purchasing another copy from the catalog and selecting the wear item after purchase option, with a screenshot of an example of what he's talking about, because I guess he wanted to wear the Silverthorn antlers, but he couldn't find them in his inventory, or they just wouldn't load at all. So the only way for him to equip them was for him to buy another pair for 6,000 Robux. He also says here that he knows that there's an advanced option in the avatar editor, but it fails for him 99% of the time, so he can't even like equip stuff through the advanced menu. Roblox really needs a search item feature in the avatar editor, which is, yeah, it's kind of crazy because this is probably the only guy that has this issue on Roblox because his collection is insane. But yeah, super crazy to see this. I don't know. I just never thought there was going to be a day where this would even happen. But yeah, apparently there is at least now one person that has an inventory on Roblox that's so big that it literally breaks the website for him. Kind of crazy, and I thought that was just interesting, and I wanted to mention it. But now we can move on to the next story, which just happens to be TikTok shutting down. Okay, so we all know this is going to happen. I think Creecraft has mentioned it like 7 times this week. But basically, TikTok is supposed to be shutting down tomorrow, I think, as of my video coming out. And it's supposed to be shutting down in like a full-on like shutdown way. Like, if you live in America and you use TikTok, you should not be able to like launch or use TikTok as of tomorrow, apparently. Now, there was a big update to this yesterday, so I wanted to just read that off and see if anything in this response is like worth mentioning, because TikTok policy tweeted out, statement on possible shutdown. The statements issued today by both the Biden White House and the Department of Justice have failed to provide the necessary clarity and assurance to the service providers that are integral to maintaining TikTok's availability to 170 million Americans. Unless the Biden administration immediately provides a definitive statement to satisfy the most critical service providers assuring non-enforcement, unfortunately, TikTok will be forced to go dark on January 19th. So they kind of just confirm here that if there is not like an actual statement made by the current president of America, then yeah, TikTok will in fact be shutting down as of tomorrow in America. So yeah, I'm very, very curious, like, if anything is actually going to happen, because we have been in this situation so many times. There's been so many situations where TikTok has been threatened to ban and it just never happened. This is the closest we've gotten to it, right? And I'm so curious to see what happens. Like, there's just no way it happens, but it genuinely is seeming like it will. I mean, tomorrow is the death date of TikTok, so I guess we have 24 more hours roughly until TikTok gets shut down, allegedly. story, apparently, maybe, perchance. And yeah, with all that being said, all the Roblox TikTokers are, you know, gonna be gone, which stinks. You know, a lot of Roblox YouTubers actually start on TikTok, and now they're just not able to do that. Another thing is the Roblox TikTok page is no longer gonna exist, which, I mean, it wasn't really that big of a deal. They would kind of just repost other Roblox TikTokers anyways, but it was a good resource for, like, getting opinions on the Roblox community. Like, I would get a lot of Roblox news stories from the Roblox TikTok comments, and now I probably won't be able to do that anymore because America is, like, a big chunk of this, you know? But yeah, either way, TikTok's being banned. A lot of Roblox TikTokers are sad, and I am sad because now I have one less news source. What the heck? But either way, we can now move on to the next story, which just happens to be something that is pretty dang interesting, okay? But before I get into all of it, I'm just gonna ask you to subscribe, okay? Because it means a lot when you do, and for every one sub on this video, I'll pet my cat, okay? But either way, let's move on to the story because it's actually kind of crazy. Basically, Roblox RTC tweeted out this today: usernames containing NG can no longer be signed up to Roblox, with a not just showing an example of what they mean here. As you can see, they tried to get the name MLG Gaming Pro 42, and they couldn't because, you know, NG is in the name. Now, there isn't really any, like, announcement from Roblox as to why this is happening. There isn't really anybody, like, with a definitive answer as to why this is happening, and I'm gonna go test it myself. I want to see if I can make a Roblox account with NG in the name, maybe. All right, here's Roblox. Let's select a birthday, I guess. All right, so let's do Fortnite Gaming 800. Oh, wow. It actually is not appropriate. That was very quick, too. Usually it takes Roblox like a couple seconds to load if the username is appropriate or not. But no, I guess because it has NG in it. What if I take it out? Okay, yeah, it works without it. That's very interesting, dude. So, yeah, I guess you can't have gaming in your name, or you can't have anything in your name with NG in it. Now, I think if you already have a username with NG in it, you will be fine. You just can't sign up to Roblox using those usernames. Now, one thing I'm curious about is if you can actually search up these usernames. Can you search up gaming? Okay, so I think you can't even search it up because it says there's no matches available for gaming. And there's no way there's nobody with gaming in their name. There's just no way. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why Roblox did this. I mean, I guess maybe some people can make arguments that people could, like, bypass swear words maybe with it. I'm not really sure, but I'm not sure. So I don't know what swear words they would be bypassing, but I don't know. It's not working, and this makes no sense to me. But now we can move on to the maybe last story, because basically people on Twitter are getting mad, but also don't really care about a bunch of star creators getting custom usernames, okay, on Roblox. Now, this is something that started with Creekcraft like a month ago at this point, because Creekcraft got a sparkly brand new username just called Creekcraft, which is one that was not claimable and was actually taken by an old account on Roblox. Now, the old Creekcraft account was actually terminated, I think. So Creekcraft basically just went to Roblox and said, hey, can I claim the name Creekcraft? And Roblox let him do that. Now, whenever Creekcraft had this happen, we kind of just thought it was a one-time thing, right? But no, it was not a one-time thing, because apparently more and more people are getting these custom usernames, and it's kind of getting a rise out of people on Twitter. So here's one of the first tweets I saw where basically Muneeb got the name Muneeb, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I think that is, but that's a pretty OG name. But then I started getting people linking me other star creators that got even rarer usernames. Here's Weirdblocks. Weirdblocks got the name Weirdblocks, which, yeah, makes sense. I'm surprised this was taken. I feel like this is kind of an interesting name. And also, I'm kind of surprised he got this username because it has the name Blocks in it. I thought Roblox made it so you can't have blocks in your name anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I guess Sharkblock still exists, but either way, the craziest one I've seen so far is Mud. This guy used to be called Mud Plays, but I guess he asked Roblox to get the name Mud, and he actually got it. Insane, bro. This is one of the rarest usernames I've ever seen, bro. 3 letters and it's a word. That's crazy. And I guess you guys can already tell where I'm going with this, but people have started seeing people get these rare OG usernames for completely free, and they're kind of getting mad, okay? I'll try and find some tweets, but honestly, they're kind of rare. Like, here's just one tweet saying, wow, maybe this guy's just not impressed. Maybe he's not mad. Maybe he just doesn't care. This is getting absurd. Removing OG player users just because you're privileged enough to have what you want. Respect OGs and stop removing their users. Yeah, so you'll kind of see some tweets about that in that kind of font where they're kind of just being like mad that people are taking away OG names, I guess. Honestly, tell me in the comments what you guys think. Do you think that Roblox should be giving out these OG usernames to star creators or not? Because I'm genuinely curious. I mean, my initial reaction when I initially saw this type of stuff was kind of on the side of like, oh man, I don't know if Roblox should be doing this. But as time has went on, I kind of just don't care anymore. It's like, for example, this guy with the name Mud, the original Mud account was already terminated. It was like terminated for like 10 plus years, okay? This guy did not steal anyone's name. The original account with this username was not active, and it could not have been active because it was terminated for multiple years. So like, is there really anything to get mad about? I'm not sure. It would make sense if like the original account named Mud was like still active and Roblox just like took away his name, but that's just not what happened, you know? But either way, that's what's going on with all this drama. Tell me in the comments what you think. Do you think this is a big deal? But now we can move on to the last story, which is just an update that Roblox made that could go pretty badly badly. Maybe. I'm not sure. But basically, Bloxy News tweeted out this. With the new Draw Image Projected API on Roblox, you can now add decals and images onto assets, including avatar bodies. Now, we kind of saw some admins testing this, and I think they wrote like swear words on them. But it seems like this whole API is now officially being released to developers. Hello, creators. We're excited to announce the new API, Draw Image Projected, that allows you to add decals and images to assets, including avatar bodies. This is the next step for our editable mesh and editable image APIs. So yeah, I guess anyone can use this. Now, I'm not sure if you'll actually be able to take these like edited torsos and upload them to the catalog yourself. I feel like that part of this whole update was maybe just for admins only. But basically what this update allows you to do is, yeah, just like paste images onto items or objects, which is pretty useful for developers. But yeah, that's what's going on with that. It's pretty small, but it's very interesting because it could go very badly if, you know, people write swear words on it like we saw admins doing a couple months ago.